waking up to news of a war. And before you can finish breakfast, it's already over. No long battles. No years of fighting. Just 36 minutes. In 1896, two sides officially went to war, and before 1 hour passed, it was done. This moment became known as the shortest war in recorded history. But how did an entire war end so fast? And why did it even start in the first place? Let's break it down. The story begins in Zanzibar, an island off the coast of East Africa. In the late 1800s, Zanzibar was ruled by a sultan, but Britain had huge influence over its politics. The British Empire controlled trade routes and naval power in the region. Zanzibar was technically independent, but in reality, Britain decided who could rule. And that setup was about to cause chaos. On August 25, 1896, the Sultan of Zanzibar, Hamad bin Thawani, suddenly died. His death created a power vacuum. Almost immediately, his cousin, Khalid bin Barghash, moved fast. He entered the palace, declared himself the new sultan, raised his flag over the royal building. But Khalid made a dangerous mistake. He never asked Britain for. Britain had one clear rule: no one becomes sultan without British consent. British officials sent Khalid an ultimatum: step down, lower the flag, leave the palace. They gave him until 9 a.m. the next morning. British warships waited in the harbour, fully armed. Khalid believed Britain was bluffing. He refused. At 9:02 a.m., Britain opened fire. Warships bombarded the Sultan's palace, defensive positions, Zanzibar's small military force. Zanzibar tried to fight back. Around 2,800 defenders, mostly outdated weapons, one small warship. Within minutes, the palace was heavily damaged. Zanzibar's warship was disabled. Defensive lines collapsed. The imbalance of power was overwhelming. By around 9:38 a.m., something crucial happened. The Sultan's flag was knocked down. In military terms, this meant surrender. Khalid fled the palace and sought refuge elsewhere. Stopwatch / the war had officially ended. Total duration, about 36 minutes. Just like that, the shortest war in history was over. There are three main reasons. First, total military imbalance. Britain had modern warships and trained forces. Zanzibar had no chance. Second, poor decision-making. Khalid underestimated Britain's willingness to act. Third, clear surrender rules. Once the flag fell, the war ended instantly. This wasn't a long conflict. It was a rapid show of dominance. After the war, Britain installed a new pro-British sultan. Zanzibar fell even deeper under British control. The event entered history books forever, not because of its destruction, but because it proved that sometimes wars don't end in years, they end in minutes. And that's why the shortest war in history lasted only 36 minutes. If you enjoyed this history documentary, subscribe, like and comment which history you will like us to tell.